Hey guys, Mattel just shared the official packaging images of the new MOTU Origins 2002 Mike Young Cartoon Collection He-Man figure. And this also gave us our first real look at the figure itself and package. Now we did of course get a look at the figures in the series from the SDCC 2025 coverage online a few months ago, but those were expected to be prototypes, and as you know, until something is official, everything can still change. But now we have an early look at the final product images, and what can I say? I'm really not a fan of that face sculpt, okay? Now, maybe it's just the way that this thing is painted. I don't know, okay, but he also looks cross-eyed. Okay, do you see it? Now, in my mind, the He-Man of 2002 looks like this, which was in fact a much leaner version created by the Four Horsemen. Some people have reminded me though, but Ken, this new figure is strictly based off the 2002 animated series and not the toys. And sure, look, I get that, okay, but never mind that on the cartoon, he looked much bigger and broader. But he also had blonde hair too. Now, does this look like the same person? You tell me guys, does it? Over the course of the last 40 years, it seems that we have been on the receiving end of He-Man action figures that look nothing at all like they do on the cartoon. Right? Nothing at all. Well, except maybe for this guy. I've seen a lot of feedback also from fans over the years who say that Mattel is simply unable to deliver a good modern day Origins He-Man sculpt. They just can't do it, right? What do you guys think? The back of the card has some very colorful and gripping new 2002 style artwork. The art scene here is definitely closer in style and feel to the cartoon. However, you can see how it just doesn't match up to the look of the figure. It doesn't at all, guys. Come on. Now, He-Man only comes with one single accessory, his power sword. But what about the shield and the axe that came with the original 2002 figure? I did read in the comments somebody mentioning how those items were not actually featured in the cartoon. Okay, or maybe they were just there for a brief period of time. You gotta confirm that. I'm not seeing the cartoon in a couple of years, but maybe that's the case, okay, because they want to make this thing authentic to the actual cartoon. But back in 2022, the Origins Mike Young style figure that came out came with everything. Although his sculpt wasn't the greatest, right? It was just a vintage He-Man head with a revised hairpiece. I guess you could use the weapons from that on this new figure, but that still doesn't change the fact that this new 2002 styled He-Man figure is just lacking in accessories. Also, the new figures do not seem to come with the mini comics anymore, right? But why? Okay, the mini comics have been a staple of the Origins figure releases since the beginning, since 5 years ago. Let's face it, look, these mini comics were not always consistently great. Okay, they did have their flaws for sure, but they were fun and they did expand the story. Now, without them, the whole package just seems less, right? What do you guys think? Anyway, I want to hear your thoughts on this, all of it. Drop your comments below. And guys, I'll talk to you again real soon.